If we know different cultures well enough, we can have a better communication, better sharing, and better understanding. We met in the conservatory when we were 25 years old, after the 10 years of Cultural Revolution, which didn't have higher education, no school open. And we caught the last train to be a freshman in the conservatory from the people.
When you signed by the government to the farm, you only dream you can become a musician. You never thought you would be back to the city to study music. You never.
Never. We still listen to classical music with curtains shut, windows shut.
During the Cultural Revolution, it's risky. We still, in secret, to listen to piano concertos, new formatic recording. Secretly, we still listen to. It's really risky.
Two pieces that I'm playing are your viola pieces. One is the Xianshi. Tell us about the piece.
It is the name of folk music chamber ensemble, which is located in Guangdong province. Mm-hmm. And they have one type of a fiddle, which is made from coconut kind of a shell, and that has a kind of a nasal sound. And I use the viola to imitate that kind of a timbre. Because I went to countryside to collect folk songs.
To get the sound of the Yehu.
One time we went to Chaozhou. It's located in Guangdong province. And I wanted to use the mother tongue. So the first theme in the viola concerto, bang, 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 da la ba bang, 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 right, was taken from the folk ensemble music.
One of my favorite places is the very beginning of the cadenza, which you've kind of created a new pizzicato technique where I play with the four fingers and pluck it that way and make it sound like a pipa.
Yeah, I imitated the pipa intentionally, and because throughout the study in Beijing Central Conservatory, we did learn all the Chinese traditional instrumental music. And then we could find different styles, even different instrumentations in those ensembles. And the language would form the music, because the music would be kind of an imitation of a language as well. That's why it's closely related to daily life. And the daily life would form that kind of a concept, tradition, and also the philosophy behind.
The bamboo groove, commissioned by Patrick, because the story is about Ruan Xian. Ruan Xian is a poet or official in ancient times, in Tang Dynasty. And he also played the round-shaped lute called Ruan, and reciting some poems in the bamboo groove. So I try to create some kind of a shimmering in the leaves. Some European composers, they believe in the absolute music, the thematic music based on something, some story. But you're talking about the pure music, the dynamic doesn't matter. The form doesn't matter. They want a pure music. I don't know how to describe it, but my music is really relied on poetry or a painting or calligraphy and nature. The years we're working in the West really changed our technique, but my mind, our mind, I think we still rely on the Chinese traditional music, even ancient music.